Hello everyone. A while back, I shared my results after using the JOVS Slimax, my favorite EMS device. I got some lift, I got better tone and a fuller looking face, all without using radiofrequency. But now I've been using it with radiofrequency for 4 months, and I think the results are even better without losing any volume on the face. And in today's video, I will be sharing exactly how I use the JOVS and showing you my before and after photos so you can see the changes for yourself. So let's get started. The JOVS Slimax is a 3-in-1 anti-aging device that combines electric muscle stimulation to tone and lift the face. It also has laser light for skin rejuvenation, and it can be used on the body for contouring, on the scalp for good scalp health, as well as on the face to lift and tone the face. I've done a whole video specifications and how to use this device. You can go ahead and check that out here. I'm not going to get too detailed in this video. We're going to focus more on radiofrequency paired with EMS, as well as my before and afters. Okay, so this is not a radiofrequency device, but I've been pairing it with radiofrequency. And if you all know, I love my radiofrequency, and the combo has worked out absolutely brilliantly. A lot of you ask me, does radiofrequency melt fat? And I get it. It's a valid concern. And there's a lot of stuff going around the internet that always states that it does, and you lose facial volume. If you are getting in-office radiofrequency, that is going to be a bigger concern than at-home radiofrequency devices. You do not need to worry about facial fat loss with at-home radiofrequency devices like the NEWA. The energy levels are just low and controlled, and they're designed to stimulate collagen, but not destroy the fat, okay? They have safety mechanisms in place so that doesn't even happen. Now, with that being said, I can't guarantee that if you're overusing the device that could happen. So please do not overuse these devices. Use as directed. I really want to share with you the differences between the EMS and radiofrequency. I think that this is going to give you a better idea of why I love to pair them together. So EMS works on the muscles under your skin. It lifts, it tones them, kind of like a workout, but it doesn't rebuild your skin itself. Okay. Radiofrequency, on the other hand, works within the skin. It rebuilds collagen, firms things up, and smooths the texture. EMS works on the muscles under the skin. It lifts and tones them like a workout, but it doesn't rebuild your skin. Think of your face kind of like a bed, okay? EMS is like tightening and lifting the bed frame underneath. It strengthens the foundation, okay, which is your facial muscles, giving better shape and contour. RF is like fluffing and firming the mattress and the sheets on top, smoothing out the sheets. That's kind of like what radiofrequency is doing to the facial skin. It smooths out any wrinkles, and everything looks tighter and fresher. So when you only fix the bed frame, EMS, the top might look up still a little bit saggy. And if you only fluff the sheets, they still sag if the frame is weak. Does that make any sense? Anyway, I like that analogy and I wanted to share it with you. So when you do both, the whole thing looks smooth, lifted, and supported, just like a useful face. If you would like to know which radiofrequency device I used during those last 4 months, I'll be doing a separate video about that. So make sure you are subscribed and hit that notification bell so you don't miss it. Let me share with you how I've been using the Slimax with radiofrequency. I've been using it for 4 months, mainly focusing on the lower part of my face and cheeks. I do not like to use EMS anywhere else. That's just me personally, because it is so strong. And I just wanted to work on these larger muscles in my face. So the ones in the jawline and the cheeks. And I did that 3 times a week. Now, when you start using this device, you can use it 5 times a week. You can even use it daily. But then you can definitely go to like 3 or 4 times a week after the first month or so. I'm in maintenance phase. I use it it 3 times a week. And I use it right after my radiofrequency. All right, most of the time I used the device with our plumping collagen serum. This is absolutely a lovely collagen serum. You do need some sort of conduction when using the EMS device. So I used it with this, and then about once a week or once every other week, I used it with their facial mask. This is absolutely gorgeous, but it just gives you a deeper treatment, and this helps to penetrate all of the goodness in this mask into the face as well. And this is gorgeous. But again, you don't need to use the mask. I'm just telling you how I used it. Now, what I do is I actually will just hold it in a certain spot for 10 seconds, and then I move it to a different spot for 10 seconds and another spot for 10 seconds. And I do that 3 times up, and then I do it this way, going like this on the face 3 times as well. So I like to go this way and like to go that way. It's really quick, it's easy, and it fits great into my routine. It doesn't feel like a chore to me at all. But then again, I am a beauty device junkie. So just going to keep that in mind. So let's get into my results. I'm going to go into my before and afters. And just so you know, I like to show colored photos as well as black and white photos. And the reason I show black and white photos is so that it gets rid of any lighting in case there's any like, oh, this looks like the lighting has been altered. And I don't alter any of these photos so that you know that. But I think that gets rid of any lighting issues. And I think that you could just kind of really see what's going on. Okay, so this is the photos that I took last year when I stopped radiofrequency. So this is 30 days of just using the Slimax, and I feel like the face and the cheeks are a little bit fuller. Now, this new photo here is I started in January of this year, starting to use Slimax with radiofrequency until just April 13th. That's kind of the comparison here. I do have a little bit more of a smile, I think, in this side of the face, but I feel like it just looks even a little bit more plumper and firmer. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are. But if you look at the end of, here's the black and white. I like to see that just to get like rid of any lighting. It just looks good. I'm excited with my results. It looks a little bit more plump, and it looks, more smooth. And then if you go to the last year, the end of the 30 days here of 2024, so this is May 18th of 2024, and then this is April 18th. So from this, no radiofrequency, EMS only, to this, which is radiofrequency plus the EMS, the end of those 4 months, I just feel like my skin is definitely a bit more plump and, maybe tightened a little bit. I'd like to know your guys' thoughts. What do you guys think? This is my recommendation. This is not a cheap device. And if you have just starting to see those signs of aging, I think that you're going to love this device. I don't think that you might not even need radiofrequency. But if you do have more advanced signs of aging, I definitely would probably pair it with radiofrequency. I think you're just going to see a lot better results. Radiofrequency is just really going to help to tighten that top layer of skin. And I think the combination is going to be wonderful. So I am going to continue using this because it's just, EMS is in my daily skincare routine. I shouldn't say daily, but 3 times a week. That's how I'm going to use it. I'm going to continue using it after radiofrequency. And I'd love to know if you guys have any questions. If you do, please go ahead and leave them in the comment section. I'm pretty good at getting back to you. So if you like this video, go ahead and give it a like. Make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell so you do not miss my upcoming videos. Until next time.